48 degrees, 25 minutes latitude north, 123 degrees and 21 minutes longitude west. That is the location of Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, and more importantly, the Greater Victoria area. This is what Victoria, BC sounds like. Today on episode 10 of the King Minion Music Podcast, music from Wolfheart, The Hard Copies, Year of the Rat, West My Friend, John Ellis, Isabel Trigger, Bells and Cannons, Punky's Gut Bucket, Low Fun, Terry Gilbert, Automatic Shock, Easy Money, Spaceport Union, Jim Moffat, Tegan Johnston, Silva, Hatchling, Swamp Music Players, Scott Valentine, and Lola Parks. Now here's your host, the magical monarch of musical marketing across the World Wide Web, the one, the only, King Minion. Well, we are back again. Glad you could join me. Welcome to episode 10 of the King Minion Music Podcast. I'm your host, King Minion, and today's musical journey is centered on bands and artists of the Greater Victoria area. This does include the beautiful Gulf Islands, a place everyone should visit once in their lifetime. The city of Victoria has a vibrant music scene. From past to present, there has been basement bands, high school friends, and creative souls who have hooked up to produce exceptional songs and melodies. Victoria can boast about our successful musical brothers and sisters, like David Foster, Nelly Furtado, and Bob Rock. The list of talented musicians from Victoria is long, but during David Foster's recent acceptance speech, where a street and Harper Walkway was dedicated to him, he spoke of the exceptional musical talent from Victoria and said, and I quote, "It must be something in the water here." Be it the air, the water, the trees, or the fresh Pacific Ocean breeze that create our talented list of performers, this, my friends, is what Victoria sounds like.
Made just a figment of what we choose to see. 'Cause really what is reality? It's whatever you want it to be. It's whatever you want it to be. It's whatever you want.
That was the band Wolfheart. They talk the talk, walk the walk, and sing reality, which was the song we played just there. It is refreshing to hear new creative emerging music talent returning to songs that reflect our everyday lives here in 2012. I think that's something that's missing in songwriting, but it's starting to come back a little bit. I quote from their bio, Wolfheart is a convergence of three animal souls, Charlene Birkbeck, Aidan Loggins, and Alex Campbell. The band has taken their time recording their debut album, Subtle Bodies, recorded at Baker Studios in Victoria, BC, Canada, and produced by Brandon D. Lizer. Subtle Bodies has a focus on what matters, the expression of true self. Wolfheart is very active in the Victoria music scene and can be found performing live at many of the city's pubs, bars, and nightclubs. They had a CD release party just the other night, June 2nd, at Lucky Bar. Having heard the song Reality, I cannot wait to hear their entire album called Subtle Bodies. Wolfheart has a determination and passion with their music that will empower listeners to embrace the potential we all have within us. Wolfheart can be found on their own band website, Reverb Nation, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Check out the band website for details on how to get your copy of the Subtle Bodies album. Wolfheart did something very creative to raise money for recording their album. They used a site called Indiegogo, which allows musicians and others to raise money for projects or causes. Click on the link on my blog for more information. If your band has a substantial fan base, Indiegogo is a great way to get your listeners and fans interactive with your music and raise money for that next album. The Greater Victoria area is not only home to fabulous musicians, but my city is also a tourist destination. History, great food, interesting shops, colorful gardens, and friendly people. I am going a bit link crazy on this episode, so check my blog page for lots of information about my lovely city. If you happen to be coming to Victoria on a cruise ship this summer, check out our fine array of buskers and street musicians. Across from the very large shrub sculpture of an orca, you may be fortunate enough to find a street musician called Darth Fiddler. Dressed as Darth Vader, this fellow plays his violin to thousands of tourists a year. And remember to drop a coin for all buskers that entertain you.
Everybody is looking for some action, asking questions, waiting for an answer. And all we really are is the result of a chemical reaction. We're evolving, never out of fashion. The result of a chemical reaction. We're evolving, never out of fashion. It's all we really are. Colliding molecules decide what our fate will be. Let's just wait and see. Everybody is looking for some action, asking questions, waiting for an answer. And all we really are is the result of a chemical reaction. We're evolving, never out of fashion. The result of a chemical reaction. We're evolving, never out of fashion. It's all we really are. Colliding molecules decide what our fate will be. Let's just wait and see. Everybody is looking for some action, asking questions, waiting for an answer. The result of a chemical reaction. We're evolving, never out of fashion. Colliding molecules decide what our fate will be. Let's just wait and see.
You heard the song Chemical Reaction by the band called The Hard Copies. I am sure all King Minion fans knows my passion for music that contains the essence of the 1980s, but has the signature of new emerging musicians. From the Reverb Nation bio, The Hard Copies are pioneers of a genre that has yet to be defined, one which renders everything before it is obsolete, unnecessary, and possibly even carcinogenic. The Hard Copies play experimental post-pop for ages 5 and up. They are a force so powerful that they cannot be explained by mathematics alone. And now, for your pleasure, the Hard Copies have recorded some of their most requested and loved songs. I have to steal a tagline from one of the local audio-visual stores in Victoria and say, I love these guys. The Hard Copies make feel-good music for the masses. They could sing a song about the pending end of the world, and I would listen, enjoy, and smile. The Hard Copies can be found on Reverb Nation, Facebook, and SoundCloud. Downloads of their latest album are on BANDCAMP. We will hear more from the Hard Copies on future episodes of the King Minion Music Podcast. Indie musicians in Victoria have a great friend in local print media. It's called Monday Magazine. The weekly newspaper reports on local issues pertinent to the community and is a valuable communication conduit for bands, musicians playing local clubs. Monday Magazine features reviews of music artists, interviews, and everything arts and entertainment for the Greater Victoria area. Pick up a free copy when you get to Victoria and you will know where the music action is for that week.
You're listening to the King Minion Music Podcast.
And all my past lives in stone, suffocating ghosts of yesterday, petrified in their thrones of ash and earth and dusty soil. But if I could have known their struggle, the daily I'm in your shale, maybe I could have pulled a sense of under over worth. Weeds grow taller, monster lower, heaven from a distant observer.
That was Year of the Rat, an electronic post-punk band from Victoria. The song is called Green, which is off their second album entitled No Order. Members of the band are Sam Cole on vocals, Michael Sanderson, guitar and vocals, Ryan Stringer, bass and vocals, and Randy Camponi on drums. Year of the Rat is another vibrant Victoria band actively performing at local bars and commanding a very large following of devoted fans. Magical and melodic, I sense a hint of David Bowie on the song I featured, but make no mistake, the other tracks on No Order will rock your socks off and make you dance barefoot until you are exhausted. Year of the Rat has an exceptional band website that looks great and very functional for fans. Note to other bands, if you are serious about marketing your music, a well-crafted band artist website is essential for your success. Secure your net domain and begin collecting fans. Year of the Rat can be found on their own website, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and YouTube. Music downloads of their first album are on iTunes, and for their second album, from the Year of the Rat website.
I'm surprised at how paralyzed I've become, waiting for you. And I'm surprised at how normally this began and how normally it continues. Oh, who do you think you are? I'm surprised at how apathy seems the rule, waiting for you. And I'm surprised at how comfortable you appear and how every turn seems familiar. Oh, who do you think you are? I hold them close to my heart. It's what I do best, and even though you can't see 'em, don't mean you're not hurting them. Oh, who do you think you are? And who do you think you are? And who do you think you are? Said the suit to his mate, I would not hesitate, for to ask forthright questions and puzzle together a history.
Questions and puzzle together.
Oh, a history. Said the suit to his mate, I would not hesitate, for to ask forthright questions and puzzle together a history.
Questions and puzzle
Oh, a history. I hold them close to my heart. It's what I do best, and even though you can't see 'em, don't mean you're not hurting them. Oh, who do you think you are? And who do you think you are? And who do you think you are? And who do you think you are?
Breaking new sound in the genre of folk indie roots is the band West My Friend. The song you heard was called Hesitate. King Minion has a soft spot for creative artists that use traditional and classical instruments on their recordings. The songwriting and music arrangements shine through with superb audio production of West My Friend. From the Reverb Nation bio, since West My Friend was conceived in the Victoria Cafe in 2009, they've emerged as a unique voice in the city's music scene. Described as everything from indie roots to chamber folk, their acoustic blend of instruments and four-part harmonies challenges the conventions of popular music to create a performance that is both engaging and innovative. Songs are created through a collaborative process, well-crafted and clever lyrics, acrobatic mandolin riffs, flawless bass lines, and richly textured accordion combine as every member brings forward their own ideas and experiences. The wealth of musical experience and classical training in the group creates an interesting backdrop for their songwriting, allowing for levels of detail, intricacy, and counterpoint balanced with moments of simplicity. This sonically adventurous approach to music defines West My Friend as a key part of a growing movement of new generation of grassroots folk music taking place in Vancouver, Victoria, and across British Columbia. And here is something that King Minion has been talking about: bands giving back to the community. West My Friend is dedicated to their community. They have strong ties to community organizations such as the Music for Youth Work Society, Fernwood Neighborhood Resource Group, and Amnesty International. In 2011, the director and producers of the Victoria International Fringe Festival show, BFA, the musical, asked West My Friend to provide recorded backing tracks for their production. Having created a 4-song handmade EP in 2011, West My Friend recently released their first full-length album called Place. This record has a significant step forward for West My Friend. The group's collaboration with producer Adrian Dolan of The Bills and Mark Atkinson and Juno Award-winning David Travers Smith, the Waylon Jennings, and O Susanna, provides a strong underpinning of experience in folk roots music for this promising young band. West My Friend's bio on Reverb Nation was so good I could not have done better in my own words. West My Friend can be found on Reverb Nation, Facebook, and their band website. Music downloads are available on the band website, iTunes, Amazon.com, and CD Baby. The month of June 2012 appears to be very busy for the band, and if you are in Victoria, check out one of West My Friend's many performances, and even during the rest of the summer in Victoria.
Your skin so soft and warm, and all it will take is one sweet kiss. Then we touch and lose control. That's when my dreams dance around me like the fingers on your hands. These crazy nights excite me, and your love has hypnotized me. Yeah. Well, I know you always fill me with such desire, and there ain't no way that I can think for me to put out that fire. That's when those flames dance around me like
When I found John Ellis on Reverb Nation and heard his music, I knew he was the musician's musician. The polish of John's musical recordings and the style of his guitar playing tell the trained ear that he is a professional musician. A singer-songwriter with an overwhelming desire to touch the hearts and souls of his listeners. He likes the hurtin' songs because it gives him a chance to interact with his own feelings and personality. You may recall his debut album in the early 80s on vinyl and its string of top 10 hits with titles such as You Are, Captain Courageous, and Goodbye Old Friend, and Eyes of Love. John still likes to get together with an appreciative audience every now and then. Not an easy thing to do if you're the shy, quiet type. John has worked with the lights of Canadian music icon Will Miller of the Irish Rovers and many other great musicians. Music has led John Ellis on an interesting journey. Oh, the knowledge and stories he must have from the years in the music industry. John now makes Victoria, BC home, and we are pleased to hear his latest musical creations. John Ellis can be found on Reverb Nation, Facebook, and YouTube. John likes to hear feedback about his songs, so connect with a hidden Canadian legend of music.
You're listening to the King Minion Music Podcast.
Greater Victoria has had a reputation of being called the city of the newlywed and nearly dead. It is true that the city of Victoria has a large percentage of senior citizens, giving us the appearance of a Palm Springs North. The University of Victoria and Camosun College host an educational youth population in the 50,000 range, so make no mistake, the emerging music scene is alive and well. Emerging bands and musicians, be sure to submit your music to campus radio stations and perform at the different schools. Fertile ground for new fans and music sales. Here in Victoria, we have great venue clubs like Logan's, Sugar, Lucky Bar, Darcy's, Canoe Club, 919, and Herman's Jazz Club. The local establishments cater to the local and touring musician. If you are attending Rifflandia in September, and that's our version of South by Southwest, don't be surprised if some of the headline bands end up at the aforementioned clubs to jam with emerging music scene musicians. Our next guest plays regularly around Victoria and is getting national recognition across Canada.
Such a shame you won't remember.
That was the song Socially Insane by the Victoria band Isabel Trigger. The official bio of the band says it all. Based out of Victoria, BC, Isabel Trigger will bring a fresh pop rock twist to your ever-longing ears. Formed in 2008, this fantastic four-piece will strike you with the unique style and energy. With exotic vocals, driving lead lines, and heart-thumping grooves, the band aims to weave a musical web and draw you to the stage. Isabel Trigger is about delicate innocence meeting howling distortion, soft, whimsical lyrics, sweet, shiny tones, building and crashing into powerful crescendos. It's a Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf all in one. Members Brett Faulkner on guitar, Felicia Harding on vocals, Kevin Lynch on bass, and Kelly Darwin on drums each bring their own unique elements to the stage, filling the lungs of the music machine. Isabel Trigger has been compared to Florence and the Machine, the Cranberries, No Doubt, and Metric, but rest assured they are no copycats. The unique vocal stylings and enchanting melodies ensure that nobody could sound quite like this band, and that's the way they like it. Funded through gigs and hard work, Isabel Trigger reached their first goal of independently recording and releasing their debut album called Island in 2009, which has received radio airplay on various stations throughout BC. They released their first video, Nightmares, in 2010 and were nominated in 3 categories in the 2011 Vancouver Island Music Awards. Isabel Trigger is a band to watch in the coming years. King Minion predicts that Isabel Trigger will have a national presence in Canada within the year and poised to break into the American music market. Do me a favor, kids. When you play The Tonight Show, give a shout out to King Minion. Isabel Trigger can be found on their excellent isabeltrigger.com website, Reverb Nation, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, and SoundCloud. Be sure to check out the wild music video of called Nightmares on the Reverb Nation page, or the link here on the blog to YouTube. Go to iTunes and purchase their latest album called Island. Every song is a 10 out of 10.
Goodness gracious, who put the aces on you? Or something wrong with my words and the things that I do? Don't use my head for the things it was intended for. Look through the window when I should use the door. And it's enough to make you round. Could be gracious and give you the that you want. Pour it up, stomp my feet like some sad debutante. And you can holler until your face is goblin. And drawing blood, I'm not turning to spring. But it's enough to make you right
Bells and Cannons from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. That was their song Numbers. What incredible music. I know it's a bad habit of mine to compare today's great musicians with bands of the past, but that is what drives me to love artists like Bells and Cannons. Punchy beat and vocal delivery of Pat Benatar meets the Motels, Bells and Cannons is the musical explosion that makes King Minion stand up and yell, "Salute!" From the Reverb Nation bio, Bells and Cannons was nothing more than a name, some songs, and a glimmer in one woman's eye last year, and many have been shocked by the speed with which the band has moved forward and carved out their own musical niche. Not many bands have recorded an album, booked their first tour, and are opening for bands like Colorado and the Dodos, and in the first 3 months of their musical lives. But if there is one word to describe that glimmer in Devin Greaves' eye, it would be perseverance. Grieve is no newcomer to the perils of musichood, and has been working hard and touring in North America with various bands for most of her life. Having rubbed elbows for years with many of Canada's rock music elite, she has been biding her time as a quiet but steady contender. It has now become very clear that she is ready to step into the ring. Backed by the solid and powerful duo of Spooky Martin and Sean Keogh, Bells and Cannons pack a musical punch that will knock you off your feet. Bells and Cannons can be found on Reverb Nation, Facebook, Twitter, and their band website. Purchase Bells and Cannons' album Vulture House on BANDCAMP. Devin tells me that the band has a new album ready for release later this summer. King Minion will play selections in future podcasts.
2, 3, 4. Well, it's been fine for 20 years, but her friends confirmed her fears. Her husband ran off with a woman half his age, and she's been feeling sorry, and her friends began to worry, so they decided to take the pain out of Dane. And as her and all her friends unite, she may even wear black underwear tonight. Her and all her friends unite, she may even wear that little blue thing tonight. Well, they fixed her hair and they trussed her up and they made her up and they stuffed her in the tightest skirt that they could ever find. And they sprayed her down with perfume and handed her a beer as they're going to the Coons dance tonight. And as her and all her friends unite, she may even wear black underwear tonight. And as her and all her friends unite, she might even wear that little blue thing tonight. So she's twirling around the dance floor, surrounded by men with large cowboy hats and even larger biceps. Well, you know, every cloud has a silver line. And as her and all her friends unite, she may even wear black underwear tonight. Her and all her friends unite, I don't think she's gonna need her underwear tonight.
yes, one of our favorite V1 music artists, the inconceivable, believable balladeer of Victoria folk and beat Billy, Punky's Gut Bucket. The song Coombs Rodeo Girl is from his 2011 recording collection. Rumor has it that Punky was injured when visiting his good friend, the Canadian Figaro, up in Parksville. After falling into a vat of Coombs moonshine, Punky required resuscitation by paramedics. Ever since that day, he claims to be Rockin' Billy Doofus. Who knows if we will ever hear great folk music again from Punky's Gut Bucket. But tune into my next podcast where Rockin' Billy Doofus makes his electric debut. Punky's Gut Bucket can be found on Reverb Nation, Facebook, MySpace, and hovering around the Canadian Figaro. Some great videos are on this YouTube page. So I don't have a triple shot this episode because some of the Victoria artists are returning guests to the show. I do, however, have something old that will be something new to many of you listeners. I present King Minion Flashbacks. Basically, the flashback is a return look at some music pioneers in the area of emerging indie music. Yes, folks, the music just like us had to come from somewhere. The history of the Victoria pop music scene is best explored through the RCMP. Oh no, not those fine officers dressed in red serge who act as Canada's national police force. I'm talking about the Royal City Music Project. Spearheading this amazing and ever-evolving history of Victoria music is former music promoter Glenn Parfitt, Victoria's answer to Vancouver's Bruce Allen. There is a lot of band information on their website. Another great resource for all the history of Victoria bands and musicians is in the book CD project called All Your Ears Can Hear. Their focus is more on early Victoria punk bands, yet great photos and information are in the collection that they made. Copies can still be found on eBay. King Minion recommends you check out the links on my blog to both these sites. Some bands and musicians are missing from the list on those websites, such as the next 4 King Minion Flashback artists.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It looked so hard each day. Local told me I could live. Wouldn't have it any other way. I couldn't think of what to do there. The sun was hot but barely shine.
working so hard each day. A local told me I could live there. Wouldn't have it any other way. I couldn't think of what to do there. The sun was hot but barely shine. I couldn't cope with all the rules there. I tried and tried and tried and tried. So I'm the new dictator. We wanna go and my so I'm the new dictator. That's what the people say. Felt so hot to wake this morning. Winding roads are never straight. Change your mind from time to time. Locked inside, that's time to wait. So I'm the new dictator. That's what the people say. So I'm the new dictator. That's what the people say. They say.
4.
From 1983, that was the Victoria band called Low Fun, and their previously unreleased rare version of the song, The New Dictator, which is the Danzig mix. Low Fun was an experimental studio band that created cutting-edge techno sound in 1983. Core members and songwriters of the band were Jeff Botting and James Ross. Jeff played in many budding indie bands from Oak Bay High School, while James had previous experience as the bass guitarist for the infamous Victoria band The Keys. This song was recorded, engineered, and produced at Downtown Sound on Mary Street under the watchful eyes and ears of John Ralph and Les Charcot. James Ross currently performs in a 60s cover band called Flashback. You can watch them in Kobe, Japan, where James now resides. Jeff Botting is an independent news reporter, also based out of Japan. Check out his reporter videos on YouTube.
You're the Navy. I'm super you, gravy. I'm fighting you a skinny. I'm eater, you a weenie. You
Terry Gilbert is a returning guest on our show. The song What You're Doing has an interesting story. In 1981, Terry Gilbert released his debut solo single entitled Call Me in the Night, with the B-side track being the song What You're Doing. Under the guise of Blitz Records, a company formed by Terry and his songwriting partner Les Charcot, the debut single was marketed to 250 radio stations around the world, an amazing feat for pre-internet 1981. Radio airplay began in San Francisco, Australia, Japan, and New York. The single charted briefly in 1982 on WBCR Brooklyn College Radio for 3 weeks. The oddity, however, was the increased airplay of the B-side track. A copy of the single was sent to Radio Free Europe. Unknown to the artist at the time, the song What You're Doing was a rallying cry to anti-communist listeners in Prague, Czechoslovakia. Terry Gilbert Project continues to be semi-active in music today. Find Terry on Reverb Nation, Facebook, and iTunes. Active during the mid to late 1980s, the band Automatic Shock made electrical waves in the Victoria music scene, performing many live shows and winning competitions from local FM radio stations. The song you heard was called Mushrooms. Check the All Your Ears Can Hear link on my blog page to see the reunion video of this song. The song Mushrooms was featured in a 2005 award-winning horror film called Satan Hates You. It goes to show that music, be it from today or yesterday, can have value if picked up by indie movie producers.
So your old lady split the scene and stood back Cadillac, and she called you up from Tucson just to say she won't be back. So you're heading down to Florida because you need the break, and you tell yourself this time for sure that she's your last mistake. But your lawyer's been arrested for dealing in cocaine. All of your accountants have been pocketing the gain. So things aren't working out too well, the law is down on you. You sit in your Mercedes and you wonder what to do. And you think you got it rough, but if you take a look you'll see it could be worse, it could be me. You got a yacht, you got a lot, you got a brand new home, you got a lot of friends that money can buy, so you never have to be alone. You got a lovely cellar full of vintage wine, you got power over integrity, you got no power over mine. I haven't got much money, I can't afford a car, I haven't got a watch, so I never know the hour. I haven't got a TV, I sold it long ago. Never read the paper, never hear the radio. And you think you got it rough, but if you take a look, you'll see it could be worse, it could be me. Well, I heard your lady called you back to say she changed her mind. She really loves your money, yeah, she really loves your kind. You're gonna have to tell her about your new girlfriend. Let her keep the Cadillac and knock yourself out around the bend. You worry about your money, you never sleep at night. You got a lot of jewelry, but you keep it out of sight. You got an art collection no one knows about. You got love in your heart, but you're afraid to let it out. And you think you got it rough, I know, I see maybe you do. It could be worse, that could be you. It could be worse, that could be you.
Now, do you remember the 1990s band Spirit of the West? Well, back in 1980, a young aspiring female bass player named Linda Humphreys was a member of a Victoria power pop soft punk band called Easy Money. The original members were Carl Horrigan, Linda McRae, Dave Hill, Rob Lifton, and John McGrath. Easy Money was signed to Richards Records, a local music store that also sold used vinyl. When the do-it-yourself make a 45 RPM or EP craze hit our city in the 1980s, the band Easy Money was the leader, from sleeve layout to sound quality and, at the time, top-notch production. Easy Money set the standard for which all other bands measured themselves against. Easy Money released 2 singles, received localized AM radio airplay, and performed at the Leonardo da Vinci Center and OAP Hall. Linda later moved on to be member of Spirit of the West. Linda McRae, her current name, is still active in the music scene today. Here is a link on my blog to the recent article in the Times Colonist about her musical career today. I have to agree with Linda and say yes, many of the Victoria pioneer punk and power pop artists of yesteryear are now active again, but embracing roots music as their creative direction. I could set aside a whole show for recycled rock, the music we almost forgot, but the show must go on. One last comment about the local recording studios in those days. Thank you to Key Recording Studios, Legacy Studios, Downtown Sound, and many other budding sound engineers that made magic happen on analog tape. I have a photo on my blog of one such audio engineer, Tony Moskal of Legacy Studios. The photo was taken during the Terry Gilbert In the Combat Zone sessions. In Victoria, the musical apples don't fall far from the tree. If you dig deep enough, you can find sons, daughters, grandsons, and granddaughters of Victoria's indie music pioneers very active today. Now we will leave the analog tape sound behind and return back to emerging creative Victoria bands and musicians of 2012.
I did so everyone can see just what you mean to me. You were so real. You unrealized. There comes a time in every life when we look back and see the signs. Never thought you'd get so far across that highway of stars. You just wanted me to shine. You're my trusty satellite on the last day of my life. I'll ride with you into that good night. You were so real. You unrealized. You were so
You heard them on episode 4. It's Victoria's Spaceport Union, and I received special permission from Caroline to play this track called You. The song is from Spaceport Union's upcoming album. I forgot to ask Caroline the name of the new album. Well, stay tuned. The release date is sometime in July here. I believe it's coming up really quick. They've got a release party happening at Lucky Bar. Spaceport Union will be touring Western Canada this summer in support of their new album. And people, if you get a chance to see them, go to their show. You will have a great rockin' night of entertainment. Remember to check out the Spaceport Union merch table when you see them live. As always, you can find Spaceport Union on their band website, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and YouTube. Music downloads, sales, and the new audio previews are on their BANDCAMP page. Hey, the ferry's back in. Ooh, did they get it running again? Oh, never mind. You don't want to know that story. Anyways, here we are. Tips for emerging bands and musicians. Because it appears we're going to be running almost a 2-hour show again, go to the King Minion Music Podcast blog page for episode 10, and I'll have some great links listed for more bands on the move when marketing your tunes. It's the information you need to know when promoting and marketing your band. One quick note for emerging bands and musicians, whether you're in Victoria or anywhere around this great planet of ours, seek out and submit your music to the university and college music stations. They are usually very receptive to playing songs on air. I have a list of a few stations here in Canada on my blog. Victoria is a city of singer-songwriters. Here is an example of a musician at the top of his game.
Honey, I'm a blues man, I was born a blues man, son. I've been running from music, now that running's done. Held those words within me and you know tore my soul, but the music would not ever let me go. Baby, you know I love you and I'd hate to see you go, but the music's really got me, got my heart, got my soul. I ain't got a living, girl, no, I ain't got a dime, but the music's got more all the time. Honey, I'm a blues man, I was born a blues man, son. I've been running from music, now that running's done, yeah. Held those words within me and you know tore my soul, but the music would not ever let me go. Baby, if you left me, oh, I know what I would do. I'd just sit myself right down, write a song dedicated all to you. Sit down and write a song and it would make you feel so blue. What else you expect a blues man to do? Sonny, I'm a blues man, I was born blues man's son. I've been running from music, girl, but now that running's done, yeah. I held those words within me and you know tore my soul, but the music would not ever let me go. Said, honey, I'm a blues man, I was born a blues man, son. I've been running from music, now that running's done, yeah. I held those words within me and you know tore my soul, but the music would not ever let me go. Oh, the music, babe, would never let me go. Like the music, girl, I may never let you go. Yeah.
That was Victoria's singer-songwriter Jim Moffat and his song Blues Man, which is a studio version. Jim's guitar playing flows like silk and the lyrics ring true with everyday reality. Originally hailing from Lighthouse Cove, Ontario, Canadian capital of the Big Muskie, Jim's parents bought him a guitar on his 8th birthday, a plywood crate from the Eaton's catalog with a Hula Girl stencil on the front. Little did they know what they were beginning. They were only hoping that he'd stop stealing the neighbor's guitar. Jim has opened for Utah Phillips, Rosalie Sorrells, Connie Calder, Michael Lewis, and Scott Parsons, to name a few. His style and music influences include such all-times great as Stan Rogers, Harry Chapin, Krista Berg, John Prine, and James Taylor. Jim's been around folk music festivals, having played the Home Country Festival in London, Ontario, Black Falls Folk Festival in Alberta, and the Vancouver Island Folk Festival, and others. He has played universities from Windsor to Ottawa, from London to Thunder Bay to Calgary. He has been featured in LA at the Pier 1 show and was a band member with groups such as Hero, Panic, and the Bow River Lumber Company. His first love has always been a singer-songwriter, writing music to bring images to his listeners' minds. Jim Moffat can be found on his artist website, Reverb Nation, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. His music videos are great and very worth checking out. Jim has 2 albums for download sale on iTunes. If you are visiting Vancouver Island this summer, you may be fortunate to find Jim Moffat performing at one of the local venues or at the Vancouver Island Music Festival in Comox, BC in July 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yeah, you're listening to the King Minion Music Podcast.
Yeah, it's always nice to have Freddie around on the podcast. He's been kind of sparse lately. He keeps mumbling about looking for a ring somewhere. I don't know. He's been a tremendous help to me in the show, even though it's taking what it seems like forever to get the podcast out. We are spotlighting bands and musicians from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada on today's episode. When I think of Victoria, I include the Greater Victoria area, and to me that also includes the beautiful Gulf Islands. The largest of these islands is Salt Spring. On Salt Spring Island, you will find a small but eclectic group of bands and musicians. Residents include former rock pop musicians, movie and television stars, retired Disney animators, famous novelists, and people returning back to a wholesome green lifestyle. I think even the painter Robert Bateman lives in one of the Gulf Islands, and probably on Salt Spring if I'm not mistaken. If you visit Victoria, take time to experience the Gulf Islands. Quench your curiosity of the islands and bands like this.
I know I need your love like I need no other love. Baby, I'm thirsty. Can't drink enough of you. Can't drink enough of you. I know I need your love like I need no other love. Baby, I'm thirsty. Can't drink enough of you. Can't drink enough of you. She is the woman in scarlet, the one who rides the lion. Flower of life deep inside her night. Vesica Pisces, womb of Isis, Dionysus, Apollonian. Wax and wane, but never fade, forever being like the wave. for you. Can't drink enough of you.
From Salt Spring Island, British Columbia, that was the band Silva and their exceptionally grooving tune, Thirsty. The four members of the band are Chris Holmes, Jesse Cullen, Robin Souls, and Jinali River. From a circle of four emanates the sound of Silva. Ancient stories and pagan folklore are brewed in a cauldron of rock, reggae, blues, funk, and more. An expression of the relationship with nature, druidic roots, and visions for the future. Silva combines electronic beats with guitar, keys, bass, and powerful vocal harmonies. Each song is ritual, with performances carrying the audience from the underworlds to the cosmos, all the while blissfully grooving here on Earth. Unique and diverse, like our treasured ecosystem, the music of Silva will caress every point of your heart and soul. Silva can be found on Reverb Nation, MySpace, and Facebook. They have 2 CD albums on release. Just email a band to get your copy. The Reverb Nation page lists live shows this summer in Salt Spring, Vancouver, and Tofino, all in British Columbia, and they're very well worth checking out. Many fans continue to ask me why I do this podcast show. My next emerging creative musician is the answer to that question.
I was born with blue eyes, always
From the municipality of Saanich in Victoria, BC, that was 16-year-old Tegan Johnston and her song Age of Innocence. Discovering fresh new musical talent is what I enjoy the most about my show. Tegan exemplifies the young emerging musician of today. The music of Tegan Johnston is about the here and now, the ebb and flow of experiencing the world around us through personal emotions. Tegan is a 16-year-old singer-songwriter living in Victoria, BC. She has lived in many parts of the world, such as South Africa, Spain, Switzerland, and others. Tegan's music has been influenced by all the cultures that she has been immersed in. Her musical influences span the classic rock such as the Beatles to indie folk like Dan Manigan. Tegan started playing piano at age 5 and later took up singing and composing around age 10. She is now an avid composer, coming out with her second demo this year. The young singer-songwriter has performed at several venues around Victoria and is continuously growing and expanding through her music. Tegan Johnson can be found on Reverb Nation and Twitter. Check out Tegan's videos on YouTube. I really like the vid for the song Iconic Ironic. Watch and listen for more great music in the future by Tegan Johnston, a rising musical talent from Victoria, BC. Roots music is one of the fastest growing genres on the World Wide Web today. More raw than folk, but refined in a way its popularity reaches out and touches the listener, especially when played live. There is no better example than our next guest, Swamp Music Players.
It's like the quicksand. Are you feeling the sinking it down? I said, Lord, love is like a quicksand. You can feel it when you're sinking down. Oh, now you don't mind it so much, 'cause you know your lady's mighty fine out there. Ha! She's a soul-hearted woman, and she wants me going down here. I said she's a soul-hearted woman, and she wants me going down. You gotta love it, you gotta love it, 'cause she's nose coming around. Yeah, she is. I said I'm a hungry woman, and it's a close to feeding time. Yo, I'm a hungry woman. Come on, it's a close to feeding time. So she said, come into the jungle. You know you'll be feeling fine. Ha! Feeling warm when you're singing down. I said, love is like a quicksand. You're feeling warm when you're sitting down. Oh, I said, I'm hungry woman. Are you gonna be coming down over there? Say ha! Quicksand, maybe. Oh, yeah. It's like love. You know you have a little quicksand, we have to chat. Oh, she just opened up the door. I don't mind it. Says she love it. I gotta love it too. Let hold of my baby. Let hold of my baby. She's so in love. She's got so hard of a woman. And the war, Evan, I'm hungry. Feed me. I'm getting hungry. Love is like the quicksand, baby. down. You're feeling warm when you sink it down. She said, come into the jungle. And you know you'll be feeling fine. Ha! Woo! Yeah, sing another. She got it. Yeah. Ha! Yeah. Oh, delicious.
You heard the song Quicksand Swamp Blues by Swamp Music Players. I thank the band for providing this demo dub exclusively for the King Minion Music Podcast. Vocals and bass by Fanboat Captain, drums Earl Jr. Jackson Black, and guitar by Chef Fabio. And there's other members that sort of come in and out. I remember the song I played on a previous podcast called Cecile. They've got a lot of good things happening. Bringing back the swamp pop, Swamp Music Players is a Vancouver Island collective of professionals, dreamers, flophouse heroes, and professional dreamers with a love for blues, roots rock, and swamp pop. Starting from the grassroots of no-collar workers putting on a show for charity, it has gathered interest and support from the island musical community. Many artists join in the rotational lineup to enact change in the world, as well as to find work for local artists and promote the blues, roots, and swamp pop. If you happen to be visiting Victoria, check out the Ocean Island Cafe, which is in part of the Ocean Island Backpackers Inn, located at the Ocean Island Inn. It's a hostel, and the cafe features many great local musicians, including the Swamp Music Players. They have a drop-in session, I think, almost every night, if not on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights, maybe Saturdays as well. Swamp Music Players can be found on Reverb Nation, Twitter, and the official band website and MySpace. I have 2 links on my blog page for their videos, also on YouTube. Free music downloads from Swamp Music Players BANDCAMP link. We all start from somewhere. Everything in our great and wonderful world starts from a seed or an egg. Once the breath of life begins, we start to learn and explore and express ourselves in a true genesis of individual destiny. This is hatchling.
I'm not an easy woman to please. As everyone who knows me has found out. But I'm not an easy woman to leave. And everyone who's left me knows what I'm talking about. 'Cause my eyes pick you to bed. My love's funny that way, but my hands hold your bliss. My love's funny that way, funny that way.
pick you to bed. My love's funny that way, but my hand holds your bliss. My love's funny that way, funny that way.
You heard the song called Funny That Way by Hatchling. Hatchling is Victoria, BC singer-songwriter Erin Carson. Listening to her list of songs in Reverb Nation is such a treat. The intensity of Hatchling's songs are complemented by her passion-filled vocal delivery on every track. Candlelight and wine, mandatory when enjoying the music of Hatchling. From her Reverb Nation bio, I am a soaring, raw, aching, lusting, and bleeding soul that loves life and longs to create music with all my heart. I am an adventurer, a star, a dangerous liaison, an angel, a dark demon. I am here to love you with my songs. And we love your music, Erin. Hatchling can be found on Reverb Nation, Twitter, and Facebook. Free music downloads on her Reverb Nation page. Also check Hatchling's Reverb Nation page for local show venues, dates, and times. Great talent like hers deserves to be appreciated live. You're listening to the King Minion Music Podcast.
Been losing old friends. Hell is where the leaves fall out and don't go back again. Oh, pour me, pour us, pour a little something out for everyone. This is me leaving, blown like a tree in the cold, bitter wind. Falling for but getting up again. Are you digging me, girl? I won't desire one more red stoplight and I'm gone. I can't let you rip my heart out, baby, for fear I'm not that strong. Oh, I've waited for the love that I've wanted. Been writing the words, singing the words to a song, to a song. Had forgotten, baby. Ooh, thought we heal my song. And as long as I can love her, what's forbidden in the end? We can come together, united by the words to a song I thought our hearts had forgotten.
Sometimes fate guides us along paths where we are uncertain at the final destination. You heard singer-songwriter Scott Valentine from Victoria, BC, and his song called Forgotten. I quote from his Reverb Nation bio. Scott Valentine fuses rich and soulful melodies across his unique 5-string acoustic rhythm guitar style. His lyrical tales depicting mankind and the struggles of life in the 21st century challenge the status quo while simultaneously inspiring a passion for change. He has created the Green Hearts Music Club in hopes of building an active community of music-loving individuals throughout the world that appreciate the beauty and fragility of life's balance and for whom the future is an active form of participation. Scott is retiring from the pursuit of music, the big music industry ball and chain that can drain many great artists. Yet it appears he is staying active with other creative ventures, including songwriting and recording. Fortunately for us, Scott is maintaining his website where much of his music is free. I will have the links on my blog page. It is well worth the time to visit Scott's website, links on my blog. Interesting blogs and information on Scott's new direction. He designs websites, among other talents. Scott Valentine can be found on his main website at www.scott-valentine.com. Reverb Nation, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, and YouTube. Other media can be accessed on iTunes Store. I would like to take a few minutes and talk about an event that is near and dear to my heart and to many of the guests on today's episode, and that is the Vancouver Island Music Awards. I quote from their mission statement. The goal of the Vancouver Island Music Awards is to 1. Celebrate the Vancouver Island music scene. 2. Build awareness of this scene among the general public on the island and across Canada. 3. Provide a networking opportunity between artists and the music industry representatives. 4. Acknowledge and reward excellence in the artistry and the work of ethic of island artists. 5. Empower, encourage island artists to pursue their musical dreams. 6. Set a positive and professional example for youth and the young at heart who are pursuing a career in music. And under community, contributing to the local community is a mandate of the Vancouver Island Music Awards. In addition to the events, support and cultivation of local artists and culture, the Vancouver Island Music Awards supports the Mustard Seed Food Bank in Victoria. The Vancouver Island Music Awards are a not-for-profit event. There is a fundraiser currently underway online to ensure the continuation of this valid event for musicians of Vancouver Island. Click the link on my blog page for donation information. The Gulf Islands are included in the awards event. I encourage all musicians in Greater Victoria and on Vancouver Island to get involved with the Vancouver Island Music Awards. The exposure and potential for your band and music will increase your digital and CD sales and get you gigs. When we all work together, we can change the world. Once again, we are nearing the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed this look and listen at the sound of Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. On the next episode, I will have a few more Victoria bands and musicians that I could not include on this show. This episode almost took 7 weeks, I guess, to pull together, but King Minion is a stickler for getting the show to flow the way I want. As always, you can contact me at King Minion Music Podcast at v1music.ca. That's all run together. You can find the link on my blog, and you can go there for feedback or for music submissions. I currently have a 3-episode waiting list of musical artists from around the globe that will eventually appear on future shows. Patience, my friends. I will get to your music in the spotlight soon. If you are enjoying the shows, thank me by writing a review of the podcast on iTunes or posting a comment on my blog, or you can like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. There's links on my blog page. And just something of note there, if you go to the King Minion Music Podcast on Facebook and you go to the podcast tabs, click on that and you'll have a whole list of all the current and previous podcasts that you can listen to without having to go to iTunes. Or if you want to go to iTunes, you can listen to it there if you want. Doesn't matter to me. I just want as many people as possible to enjoy the show. Lola Parks won the 2012 Vancouver Island Music Award for Female Songwriter of the Year. Lola Parks, aka singer-songwriter Sandy Pollock, is a natural talent based in Victoria, BC. From fronting a 17-piece big band to being part of 2 original rock bands, rock and folk and funk, to performing solo, she has performed for thousands to critical acclaim. Lola has recorded in both Canada and Nepal, played major cities from Vancouver and Montreal to Colombo and Buenos Aires, as well as rural settings from remote hospital in Zimbabwe to a health post in Haiti and a rafting resort residency in Nepal. She currently has a weekly residency gig in Victoria. The band Lola Parks is comprised of Sandy Pollock, Chris Van Stickle, Dallas Budd, Jason Cook, Oliver Swain, and Adam Dobris. Based out of Victoria, BC, Canada, Lola Parks is performing somewhere in the city almost every weekend. Drop into the Bard and Banker pub this summer and sample one of the hardest working bands in Western Canada. Lola Parks is a dynamic band with a musical panache at the sound of every note. If you are a fan of Feist, you are going to love Lola Parks. Lola Parks can be found on their artist website, Reverb Nation, Facebook, Twitter, and great videos on YouTube. Lola Parks has a new EP out called Here, and you can purchase it on BANDCAMP. Great value for superb music. Here is Lola Parks and the song Periphery. Enjoy, and King Minion will see you next time.
Oh no, it hurts. Again, I've been here before. This wasn't the plan. I thought I locked the door. Gotta learn those lessons. Gotta learn the rules. Gotta learn the lessons. I don't wanna be a fool. Today I want to be someone else. I've got no space left in my heart for the shell. Gonna take this heart right off my sleeve, take it apart, rebuild it as I please. Feels like you don't fit in. Feels like you don't belong. Can't go back to the beginning. Your periphery. Oh no, you're scared. You've been here before. But it wasn't me, cowboy, and I'm giving you the floor. Tell me what it is you're thinking. We don't make a sound. Tell me what it is in you that slays me to will still make the most of it all. You're a man of action. Me, you talk and talk. I want more satisfaction. Give me what you got. Did I forget to mention? I like the real deal. Whatever the day brings, whatever you can feel. I say, come join me out here on this ledge. We can take it slow. You don't have to pledge. I hold your hand. We get close to the edge. I still like the middle of the bed. Feels like you don't fit in. Feels like you don't belong. Can't go back to the beginning. Oh, can't know everything. Can't go back to the beginning. Gonna hit the ground.
The King Minion Music Podcast was brought to you by V1 Music, the boutique label with the big sound. Music played on the King Minion Music Podcast has been authorized by the songwriters or the agent of the songwriters and publishers.